What's going on? I am Doug, and I graduated college like 2-ish weeks ago now. And a lot of thoughts, feelings, and emotions have been stirring up within me since then, and they continue to. And I thought, hey, there's no way in hell I'm alone. So, what I wanted to do was this little idea that I have of a YouTube channel, and I want to document my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, my process as I sort of grow through life. And that's the point of this whole thing. Um, I feel very liberated. I feel very happy. I feel like there's a weight that's been lifted off my shoulders because I no longer have any classes to go to. There's no more academic obligations, and there's no more obligations in my life that I feel like I have to do in order to please or appease anybody else. That's the cool thing about graduation, is that I finally feel like I don't have to do anything I don't want to do ever again. And that's a really, really, really cool feeling. On the flip side, there's a hell of a lot of fear. There's a lot of apprehension, and there's a lot of unknown, obviously. And I feel like I'm always second guessing the steps that I take, whether it's big things like, starting a new career path or starting a job or starting my life after college, just to the small things. I feel like there's a very, very big pressure that I put on myself to make the right decisions. And I don't know what those decisions are, right or wrong, until I make them, which, of course, is not exclusive to myself, but everybody else's experience as well. And this is kind of an interesting experiment that I'm starting with this YouTube channel, because obviously everything's going to be raw and uncut and unedited. And it's also kind of this thing where I just get in front of a camera and speak from the heart, because I'm going to treat this kind of like a journal in a way, where I'm just going to get up here. It's not about advice. It's not about therapy or anything like that. I have found that in my experience, one of the biggest things and one of the aspects of life that has really, really helped me is just knowing that I'm not alone and having people to process things with. And I'm lucky enough to have gone through my journey, which I will go through obviously in the coming videos, but I'm lucky to have gone through that journey and come out the other side a very open person and very willing to share my experience with anybody, because I know the value that someone sharing their experience can have with someone else who feels sheltered by their experience, or feels like they just can't express it in a way that's meaningful to them. So I kind of want to be that person for others to sort of go, oh, you know what? Doug's going through that. So, I'm not alone here. That takes a little bit of pressure off, as simple as it may seem. But yeah, this is not about advice or anything like that. Like I said, I really, the only qualifications that I have are my experience. And I talk a lot about my experience and what is that? And that really is just an experience going through horrible mental health issues. I'm 23 years old now. I'm going to be 24 in March. And from the ages of like 5 to, I want to say probably like 17, 18, I struggled with severe anxiety and panic disorder. And that rocked my world. And that was what I thought was my reality. And I felt like there was no way out. And I'll get into that journey. But long story short, I have grown through that process. I have leaned into it. I've gone through methods, conventional and unconventional, and found a combination of things that worked for me and helped me heal. And the Doug that is sitting with you in front of this camera is a far more relaxed, ambitious, a far better listener. And again, doesn't really feel qualified to give advice, but definitely feels qualified to share their experience with you, because having somebody to guide you, not even guide you, having somebody to walk through a process with you, even if they're just a hand to hold or a shoulder to cry on, is monumental. I went through my journey, and part of the reason why I didn't get through it faster was because I refused help. And I refused help because of pride, maybe, because I still think about why I actually refused the help in the first place. But I do know that that doesn't matter as much because I'm here. But what I do know is that having somebody to walk with you through any sort of process is just one of the best decisions that you can make. And there's nothing wise or smart or intelligent in any way about going through something yourself because you feel like you have to. We are here to lean on each other, and that is exactly what this is. So yeah, I'm a scared shitless former college student who's who's ready to go through life and is really excited by the journey too. I mean, I've learned to really embrace the unknown, and introspection and learning about myself and my place in the world, where I fit, has really become a part of my life that I cherish probably the most at this point. And I just want to share my experience as I move through life. And I want you guys to see me think. I want you guys to see me stumble over my words. I want you guys to see me get it imperfect, because I feel like so much in our society, and no help, of course, to social media, we only see the pretty side of things, or the side of things that people want us to see. And that's why I'm doing this unedited, uncut. You can see my thinking process. This is it, very, very real, very raw. This is me. You're getting me. For better or for worse, that's what you're getting. So with that, I hope this sort of platform, this sort of thing, speaks to you in a sort of way, because it's all me just speaking from the heart. And I'm very excited to see where this goes. I've tried to start, and I say try, but I really, sort of stumbled and had to face my own demons and apprehensions with this sort of YouTube thing before. And I'll get into that in another video too. But long story short, I'm really excited you're here, and I'm really excited that, this may speak to you and that you may be along for the ride. So if you feel like this is something that, speaks to your heart, then come along with me, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.